Hello, everyone. Welcome to Barca News. It is December 29th, 2023, and La Liga have paid Real Madrid more money despite Barcelona attracting more viewership. Also, it's reported that Laporta is set to meet with Estevao Willian's agent per Estevao Willian's request. And finally, Liverpool's midfielder Thiago Alcantara has offered himself to Barcelona. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Mo, and today was an incredibly busy and hectic day for me, so I wasn't able to film and edit a video for you. So instead, I'm bringing you this short live stream in order to update you about all of Barcelona's news. Just like when I travel, this live stream will be just strictly news related. I won't be reading any of the comment sections, answering any questions, or interacting with everyone. This is just to keep you up to date on all of Barca news because, again, I apologize. I was incredibly busy, so I wasn't able to film and edit today's video. And I haven't said all of that. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. If you are looking to buy any Barcelona jerseys or merchandise, make sure you hit the gift bag where they're currently having a total blowout end of the year sale, incredible sale. Make sure to check it out. And also, if you want to place any sports bets, not just on Barcelona matches or all sporting events all around the world, make sure you head to Bet Us, where they're currently having a special offer for new accounts if you use my link. Both links for Kickback and Bet Us are down below in the description. Now, let's dive right into the news. Lots of news to share with you, starting with La Liga have published the money that they have distributed to all the clubs in the Spanish league. And surprise, surprise, Real Madrid have received a bigger cut than Barcelona, despite Barcelona attracting more viewership. Now, one of the main sources of revenue for all clubs is, of course, TV rights. La Liga have sell their TV rights to other TV broadcasters, so TV channels pay La Liga a lot of money to be allowed to show La Liga matches on their channels. And La Liga then takes all that money that they make off TV companies and they distribute it amongst La Liga clubs. And they're supposed to do it based on the viewership of each club or based on a percentage of the viewership of each club. And while now La Liga, that it's the end of the year, they have published those figures. And it seems that Real Madrid have received more money than Barcelona, again, despite Barcelona having a higher viewership than Madrid-based club. Now, I will make this bigger for you so you can see it for yourself. This is, of course, published on La Liga's website, so I'm not making these figures up. I'm not, you can verify these figures for yourself on La Liga's website. But if you look at the left-hand column, the number 2 club is Football Club Barcelona, and if you look at how much they received, it's 155 million euros approximately from La Liga for the TV rights. If you go to the right-hand column, if you go to the 4th club, it's Real Madrid Club Football. And if you look, their figures is 161 million euros. So again, Barcelona have received 155 million euros from La Liga, where Real Madrid have received 161 million euros from La Liga. Now, normally, I wouldn't bat an eye. I'd be like, okay, I'm sure La Liga has an explanation on why Real Madrid is getting more money than Barcelona. But then you look at this chart, this interesting chart, and it's the viewership of clubs in La Liga. And if you look at the top club, it's Barcelona with 799,000 viewers, with Real Madrid being in second place with 651,000 viewers. So Barcelona attracts 150,000 more viewers than Real Madrid in La Liga. And despite that, they have received less money for TV rights from the Spanish league. Now, I don't know what the explanation is for this. I don't know what La Liga's justification for this is. I'm sure they'll come up with something, but I just thought it was very interesting when I looked at these charts to see that Real Madrid got more money than Barcelona for TV rights, despite Barcelona having more viewers than Real Madrid, which, Javier Tebas, if you can explain this discrepancy to us, it'd be really great. But speaking of revenue and speaking of the club's money, it's reported that Joan Laporta has traveled to Dubai on a quick and express flight in order to try to garner more sponsorships and in order to try to make up for the money that Barcelona have yet to receive from Libero. Now, as I've explained many times before, Barcelona sold a part of Barca Studios to the German investment fund Libero. Libero were supposed to pay Barcelona 40 million euros. They have yet to pay Barcelona this money. Barcelona have given them until December 31st as a final deadline, where if Libero do not pay those 40 million euros, then Barcelona will have to sell that portion of Barca Studios to someone else. Now, this is a big problem because, as you might recall last summer, and I talked about this a lot in my channel, Barcelona presented a viability plan to the Spanish League, which said that Barcelona were gonna, follow a certain plan to recover economically. That plan included budget cuts all across the board. It also included increasing the revenues of the club. And in return of following this viability plan, La Liga agreed to loosen up the financial fair play rules for Barcelona, allowing Barcelona to make several signings in the summer transfer market. Now, in order for Barcelona to meet this viability plan, they have to come up with those 40 million euros that they were supposed to receive from Libero. And if they don't receive those 40 million euros from Libero, they're not going to be able to meet the viability plan. And as a result, there will be penalties and punishments from the Spanish League because at the end of the day, that is a violation of the contract. Barcelona entered into a contract with La Liga, promising them to meet certain steps in return for La Liga, loosening the financial fair play rules and allowing Barcelona to make all the signings that they made in the summer, including, of course, Vitor Roque. So Barcelona need to come up with these 40 million euros, either from a different investor or through different sponsorships. So as a result, Joan Laporta has traveled to Dubai and hope to find new sponsors and hope to make more money in order to meet the viability plan and in order to meet the financial fair play rules. So Barcelona can not only continue to or be able to sign players this winter transfer market, but also to be able to sign players in the summer transfer market. So hopefully Joan Laporta will be able to get something out of this trip because Barcelona definitely need it. And of course, speaking of Joan Laporta and speaking of signing players, the big news today, the bombshell news today is that Joan Laporta is set to meet with Estevao Willian's agent next week. Now, we all know who Estevao Willian is by now. He's nicknamed Messinho. He's a 16-year-old winger who currently plays in Palmeiras in Brazil. He's considered as one of the most promising players to come out of the Brazilian market. Barcelona have been tracking him for quite some time. Deco has been in contact with the player and his entourage for quite some time because Barcelona want to sign him. And, of course, Palmeiras have been wanting to, and whatever club to sign Messinho to pay his entire release clause, which is worth 60 million euros, which Barcelona cannot do. Now, there are plenty of clubs who are willing to pay that entire 60 million euros upfront cash, including Manchester City, Manchester United, Chelsea, and PSG. All these clubs have actually made official offers to Palmeiras to sign Estevao Willian. Arsenal as well, which I forgot to mention. So it seemed like Barcelona were not going to be able to sign Messinho because, again, all these clubs willing to pay the 60 million euros upfront in cash. They all have already made official offers, and Barcelona cannot compete with these clubs. So it seemed like Barcelona cannot sign Messinho. But in last-minute news, Messinho's agent, Andre Curie, who has very good relationship with Barcelona and Deco, has reached out to the club and requested a meeting to sit down with Joan Laporta next week in order to start discussing the steps to sign Messinho down the road. Now, it seems that Messinho only wants to go to Barcelona. His dream is to play in Barcelona. His father, of course, did a European tour this past summer. He went to Paris to visit PSG's facilities. He went to Manchester and visited Manchester City's and Manchester United's facilities. He went to Barcelona, visited the Spotify Camp Nou's renovation project and Barcelona's facilities. And after doing the entire European tour, Messinho's father told Barcelona, "My son only wants to come to Barcelona, and now I too want my son to come to Barcelona. So Messinho only wants to come to Barcelona. His father wants him to go to Barcelona. His whole family wants him to go to Barcelona. And as a result, he requested that his agent reached out to Barcelona to make this happen. Now, Barcelona's plan is, between them, Deco, Andre Curi, and the player, is to force Palmeira's hand to only negotiate with Barcelona itself. You know, Messinho has communicated to the club that he's willing to do whatever he can to help Barcelona and to make this happen. They're willing to tell Palmeiras, hey, I only want to go to Barcelona. I don't want to hear any other offers. Again, forcing Palmeira's hand to only negotiate with Barcelona. So this is very similar to what Vitor Roque did. You know, Vitor Roque had offers from a lot of clubs who were offering much more money than Barcelona, and not only more money, but they were offering to pay cash up front, including Chelsea, who made an official offer for Vitor Roque, offering Atletico Paranaense 61 million euros cash. But Vitor Roque said, I only want to go to Barcelona, and as a result, Atletico Paranaense were forced to only negotiate with Barcelona. And of course, Barcelona ended up signing him for 30 million euros fixed plus 30 million euros in variables to be paid in installments. So Barcelona want to follow the same exact plan with Messinho, where Messinho is going to say, I only want to go to Barcelona, forcing Palmeiras to negotiate with Barcelona and accepting a payment plan. Another thing that Barcelona are counting on is the signing of Endrick by Real Madrid. Now, you might say, what does Endrick have to do with all of this? Well, we know Real Madrid beat Barcelona to the signing of Endrick. They paid a lot more money than any other club were willing to offer, and they paid it in cash. Now, how does this benefit Barcelona? Where a lot of these Brazilian clubs are, of course, strapped for cash. So they usually count on these big signings to make money. And since the Palmeiras have already made a lot of money off Real Madrid signing Endrick, then Barcelona are going to use that to their advantage, saying, hey, you already made a lot of money off Endrick, upfront cash. Why not work with us as on installment plans with Messinho, since you don't really need the cash upfront right now, since you already got plenty of cash from the signing of Endrick. Now, Messinho is only 16 years old, so he's not going to be able to come to Barcelona until the summer of 2025 when he turns 18 years old. So the plan is for Barcelona to pay a small fee right now, or a small installment right now, which is whatever they can afford, and then pay the rest or the bigger chunk of the installments in 2025, which is when Messinho would be allowed to go to Barcelona. So that's the big bombshell news. Messinho instructing his agent Andre Curi to reach out to Barcelona to meet with John Laporta, because he only wants to go to Barcelona and he want to sit down, make a plan where Messinho is willing to force Palmeira's hand to tell him, I only want to go to Barcelona, forcing Palmeira to only negotiate with Barcelona and accepting the payment plan that Barcelona want to offer instead of the 60 million euros cash upfront, which all the other clubs are offering, including United, City, PSG, and Chelsea. Now, speaking of signing players, it's reported that Liverpool's midfielder Thiago Alcantara has offered himself to Barcelona. We all know that Barcelona have made the final decision that, yes, they will sign a midfielder during this winter transfer market on loan. They want to reinforce the midfield because, of course, Gabi is out until the summer due to that ACL tear and that surgery that he underwent. Pedri, of course, we now found out he's going to be out until the end of January. So Barcelona want to reinforce their midfield. They want someone on a 6-month loan, and Thiago Alcantara has offered himself. Now, I personally, big fan of Thiago Alcantara. I think he was an incredible midfielder. Of course, he's someone who came up through the Barcelona Academy. He did incredibly well with Bayern Munich. He helped them win the Champions League, the sextuple to be more specific. But I don't think he's the right solution right now. He is 32 years old. He suffered from a lot of injuries, and in fact, he hasn't played a single minute this season. He hasn't played a single minute of football in 8 months because he's still suffering from hip injury. So yes, I've been a big fan of Thiago Alcantara. I think he's a great player, but given all his string of injuries, I don't think it'd be a good idea for Barcelona to sign him. Another player that Barcelona have been heavily linked for this winter transfer market is, of course, Aleix Garcia. A lot of you have, told me about him in the comments section. 26-year-old midfielder, currently plays for Girona, is having an incredible season with them. Probably one of the best midfielders right now in the Spanish league. But I don't think this is going to happen. And in fact, today, Girona's president came out with statements ruling this out, saying Aleix Garcia is not going anywhere. Of course, why would he? Girona are currently at the top of the table. They're competing to win La Liga. They're hoping to qualify to the Champions League. And Aleix Garcia is an incredibly important player for them. Why would they want to loan him out mid-season when they're competing for all these competitions and have a chance at winning all these competitions? So I don't think Aleix Garcia is going to happen, but who knows? Of course, things can always change in football, but as of now, I highly, highly doubt this. Anyway, that is all the news. Again, I wasn't able to film and edit a video today because I was incredibly busy. This is why I'm doing this short live stream. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a like, drop a comment, let me know your thoughts and opinions about Messinho meeting with Laporta, Thiago Alcantara offering himself to Barcelona, possibility of Barcelona signing Aleix Garcia, all of it. Let me know what your thoughts and opinions are. And of course, please subscribe to the channel. It goes a long, long way in helping this channel continue to grow. Anyways, I will see you in tomorrow's video. Have a good night or good morning wherever you are in the world. And as always, Visca Barça.